Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Before You Buy, where I give you a full rundown of football boot releases brought to you by me, Kevin. Today we have the New Balance Tekela V4 Pro Low to go over, so let's get right into it. The Tekela V4 is essentially New Balance's control silo, with players such as Harvey Elliott and Tim Weah wearing them currently. This low-cut version of the Tekela silo is new, and it's the first time that the 4th generation of the Tekela comes in a laced version. It has the same specs as the laceless, and surprisingly are both priced at $215, which is very rare nowadays. I'll get back to this point as I feel like it's such a huge win for this brand. New Balance is calling this upper Hypoknit, and it's relatively thin and very soft. It's sort of on par with the thickness and feel that the Puma Future or an Adidas Predator offer, but softer than both, I would add. On both the instep and opposite side of your feet, you have 3D printed details that help add a bit of grip, but they don't really feel all that convincing like the rubber elements added to the Predators. Lastly, you have a knit collar around your ankle and also serves as the tongue, which hug your feet pretty nicely. In terms of the sole plate, you have a pretty balanced system with mostly conical studs and a few blades on the very edges of your feet. I pointed this out on my review for the initial Tekela V4 release, and the position of the blades here is something I've never seen before. Usually all the studs on a boot are right under your feet, but New Balance has strategically placed these just outside the edges so that as you push off, you can gain that extra traction. It's very interesting. In terms of fit, these are comfortable right out of the box. The material feels great on your feet and honestly feels like you could wear these right away. The feel sort of reminds me of the first Nike Phantom release with their knitted upper. Also, you do have a good bit of padding in the heel, which gives you a great lockdown. The lockdown with the laceless version was pretty impressive, and with these it only gets better because you do have laces to adjust your fit. Judging by the initial fit and feel, I would say it would probably take a good week to break in, and then it would be a pretty comfortable ride. These are moderately narrow, so I would definitely be cautious of these if you have wide feet. The great news is that New Balance does offer a wide variation for all of their silos. If you're looking at trying out a pair for yourself, I would recommend going true to size. I normally wear a size 8 US, and the ones on my feet now are a size 8 US. Now let's review the biggest win and loss of these boots. The win here is that the low cut variation is such a great addition to this already amazing silo. As I mentioned, I was so impressed and shocked at how good the laceless version is, and these are just slightly better than those in terms of fit and feel. To add, no other brand does this, and it should be a huge thing to consider when looking into buying your next pair of boots. There is no difference in price between the laceless and the laced version of this silo, which is such a great thing for their consumer. The biggest loss about these is that they added texture to this in the medial and lateral sides, but I don't really feel like it adds that much grip to the ball. I always stress this with added specs. If a brand chooses to add a certain tech to a boot, it would be great to see them be very aggressive about it. That's the New Balance Tekela V4 Pro Low for you. I'll leave a few links in the description in case you're interested in buying these. If you have any questions or opinions about these, leave them down below and I'll answer them as they come. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful and you enjoyed yourself, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I do have other reviews as well as tips and tricks on my channel to help you pick out your gear, so please be sure to check those out as well. See you on the next one.